Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Blondest Podcast. And today I promise we're doing our skincare tips.
Yes, we just got a little carried away. You guys know, once we start talking, it's hard to get us to stop.
It is. Just talking and talking and talking. But some little hooker tried to just hack into the Dallas esthetician.
Instagram. And so we had to take a brief pause to sort that out.
Change my password.
Not again. I don't know if you guys remember the saga of 2020?
Trauma.
Whenever someone did.
It's the worst day of my life. Not to be dramatic, but I honestly, that and being taken to the wilderness are like top two most traumatic events for me.
I was going to say 3 is your crash C-section.
Yeah, and then 4 would be when I almost died in a car accident.
Yeah. But I don't know what's worse, Instagram or wilderness. I mean, wilderness, sucks, but like your Instagram is your livelihood.
Yeah, it is my livelihood.
So you thought your life was over.
Yeah, definitely.
Which sounds dramatic, but it is her entire business.
That's my entire business. And when you work so hard and like I've never bought followers, I've never like paid for bots or anything. So like that was like all your hard work just instantly gone.
Yeah.
So. Everything you've slaved for and worked hard for years and years and built and like the sleepless nights and all the hours you put in, it's just like instantly gone. But
I bet the people who like don't get it probably thought your Instagram story that day or whatever you were posting, I'm wondering even where you were posting.
I wasn't. I was posting on Twitter.
Oh yeah, it was something like that.
And then these estheticians, remember, were literally so mean.
They were celebrating.
They're like making memes or like when the Dallas estheticians get hacked, like I hope the hacker deletes her account. Like such mean girl energy.
Yeah,
like y'all are ugly people for that. Seriously. There's so much meanness and cattiness in the industry. Like I will never forget. And I've had 2 of the girls try to like reach out and apologize to me. But like when you try to kick someone when they're down, like and you're celebrating over someone having their account taken from them, like you're a bad person. You're a mean girl and like, you're an adult. Like, you're not 16. Like, I'm sorry. Like, if you're acting like that and you're in your mid-20s, like, you're a bad person. I don't think you're going to change.
And I'm sure those are the same people that, like, if you were to DM them or, like, follow them or, like, you know what I'm saying? They'd be like, oh, my gosh, I love you. Like, after talking shit about you, like, 5 seconds ago. So, it's...
Honestly, anyone that doesn't like me in the industry, it's jealousy.
Yeah. You've never done anything to anyone that would... Especially now.
No.
I mean, back in the day.
Back then I was a little feisty about people copying me, but I was never mean. I was never like, delete your post, you bitch. Like, I was just like, hey, girl, like, this is super similar to my content. Like, if you were inspired, can you please at least give me credit? Mm-hmm. Or can you please remove the copy and paste? You, like, erased my name on my content that I worked on. Like, that's copyright
screenshotted it and then...
like, blurred my name out and then we're, like, pretending it was their content. But other than that, I've always been very cordial and nice about it. The only like bad thing I did was when I would share it on my story and be like, my followers report them. And then my followers were like mean and like I was just immature and naive. And I was like, well, it's not my fault that like they're bullying you, but I facilitated that happening because I shared it. Not like what they said. I shared like that they copied me. And then my followers rode so hard for me that they like were saying mean stuff. And then I didn't know that was happening until after the fact. So now I don't even care.
It's also been like 5 years plus.
I was 20 when this happened. So yeah.
Like it's been like 5+ years since that happened. So if you're still going to act like that, you should probably, find something else to worry about.
No, for sure. But what was I going to say?
Her Instagram is protected now.
It is protected, but there was something else I was going to say. I was going to say something very important. And no, I don't remember. So I guess it wasn't that great, but I thought it was.
Maybe you're pregnant.
No. Don't start that rumor circle, Tyler. I'm not pregnant.
It's just a joke.
Is it?
It's a running joke and
Is it?
Because I've been saying you're pregnant.
Have you?
Yeah.
I think this is the first time I've heard you say I was pregnant.
No, because you have had like some things that like every time you do, because it was Savannah's running thing. Anytime she would say something wrong, even though she does it in regular life, when she was pregnant, it was because she was pregnant. There was no other reason that she said something stupid or wrong or anything. So now anytime she, forgets something, says the wrong thing, whatever, I'm just like, you're pregnant.
It's fine.
That's what it is because that was her go-to excuse. And then after the pregnancy, it's, Post-pregnancy, mom brain.
It's either pregnancy brain or mom brain.
Yeah, exactly. So
I have no shame.
That's my joke.
But I was going to say, I don't know.
I'm so sorry. I know that really bothers you.
I can't finish this podcast now. I'm going to be stuck on it. What were we talking about? Copygate, Instagram.
People being mean girls.
Mean girls. There are a lot of mean girls in the industry, and there's a lot of really nice girls too. But honestly, haters are your motivators. And you know what? If they copy you, it's because they don't have an original thought. And what I was going to say is, instead of being upset about it, be flattered, because they can't make their next move until you make yours. Okay. And there's so many times where people use my reapply to die, even though it's freaking trademarked. Like, even someone I'm kind of close with used it in an ad the other day, and I was like, what the fuck? And instead of reaching out to them, I just protect my peace and move along. It's honestly just protect your peace. Yes, it's annoying. Yes, it sucks. But like, it's just Instagram, TBH. And some of these girls take it so serious that it makes me physically ill. You know, like, it's really not that deep. At the end of the day, it's just not that deep. And, you know,
they just have a lot of growing up to do.
Yeah. I mean, but I get it, because I was at that point where like Instagram, I mean, it is my everything. It is like a big part of my life, but also too, like, you have to realize at some point you're an influencer. And when you hit that amount of following, like, you are a leader in the industry, and like, you have to handle copying with grace. Like, you can't just freak the fuck out on people. And also too, no thought's an original thought. Everyone got it from somewhere. Like, that's the thing that kills me. Like, there was this one girl that was trying to come for me for saying the fountain of youth. And I was like, my girl, everyone says the fountain of youth. Like, everybody says that term. Like, and I didn't even reply to it, because I'm just like, I'm not even going to like entertain that. I mean, it's just silly stuff. Like, I had someone the other day that emailed my team. Do you remember this? That emailed my team, and she had 30, and this is not to shame her, she has a small following. But she's still in esthetician school, had 30 followers, and she made a post about the drunk elephant drops being like or the color science bronze being a dupe for the drunk elephant drops. And like, I heard that from my rep during a training. And also, it's common sense, you know, like, to think that. So I made a post about it, and she like emailed my team and was like, I don't know if Savannah saw mine or not, and like copied me, but I just wanted to like bring this awareness to your team. She was like,
I'd love to set up a discussion.
Yeah, I'd like to talk to Savannah about this. And I'm like, and, you know, I could have been a cunt and been like, girlie, you have 30 followers. I've never seen your stuff. Like, the audacity for you to email me this right now, like, and think that I want to carve out time in my busy schedule to have a conversation about a post that we have that's similar. It's just crazy to me,
and
how
like,
people...
the post did not look similar. Like, it was literally just the fact that Savanna said that the
bronzy drunk elephant drops and the color science bronze are like swaps, dupes for each other.
Yeah.
Which, if we want to be real technical with it too, that I kind of started the this or that kind of thing. So
you're like, let's run this shit back turbo.
Yeah, it's just
I've been
crazy.
posting this or that since like 2019.
Yeah, 2019. Yeah, I started that, but.
So like,
it's, again, not an original idea. Everyone's done this or that. You know where I got that idea from? The freaking dieting book. Do you remember that they used to sell at like Barnes and Nobles? And it was like, you could eat this burger from McDonald's, or you could eat this sandwich, and like it'd go over the health facts. Do you remember that? You have to remember that.
I was never put on a diet as a child.
Well, you don't have food trauma like I do, but
yeah, you can.
No, it's like one of the first books my mom bought me.
That's incredibly crazy.
Wait, I have to find it. So that's literally where I got the idea from. It. So
Not
this
your
or that diet
stories
book.
Being diet books.
No, I can't believe you've never heard of this. Somebody on this podcast has to know. Eat this, not that. 1,247 awesome slimming swaps. You've never seen this? And they like talk about like different fast food chains and like what you can get from different places.
How old were you?
I don't know.
Okay.
You've never seen that Eat This, Not That, the best and worst food of America by David Zingzeno?
No, I have not.
It says, save 1,000 calories by swapping this food for this. So like it shows like you could get the Cheesecake Factory salad or a Big Mac, and guess which one's healthier? The Big Mac.
That makes sense.
Yeah. It's crazy. Anyways. Oh my God! Paul has them!
What on earth
bring them in here.
happened? Wait, that was so crazy. What?
I love these books.
Are they annotated?
Yeah. Look at them. Show them to the people for the YouTube video. Look at that.
Well, look at that.
That's where my
If we
idea
don't just
came
talk
from.
about it and then it appears.
I'm telling you. Okay. Do you want to play a game?
Okay, I'm going to guess which one is worse.
Yeah. Okay, let's see.
You guys are going to hear skin tips in like 4 episodes.
We promise. Okay, wait, I want to find a good one. No, I don't want Hooters because they go through like KFC. You could like, it's everything.
Okay. I've never seen this in my entire life.
Okay. Ready?
Okay.
Okay. An Egg McMuffin or a McSkillet burrito with sausage. Which one's healthier?
Mixed skillet burrito.
No, Egg McMuffin. Wrong.
Okay. I was going to guess that, but then no excuses, Tyler. Take the loss.
Okay, you ready?
You need to get closer.
Okay. Garlic Parmesan bone out wings or buffalo traditional wings with the bone.
Okay, run that back one more time.
Boneless. So basically chicken nuggets with garlic Parmesan on them or traditional chicken wings with buffalo sauce. Which one's healthier?
It has to be garlic parmesan.
No, bitch. It's the buffalo.
What is buffalo sauce made out of? How could garlic
Buffalo sauce is like super low cal.
Okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Guys, see, I'm not educated because I wasn't read this as bedtime stories.
I have this memorized. Just kidding. Okay, wait. You can test me.
Okay.
What's in that one?
This is the new 2013 edition. New, a decade old.
I am shook to the motherfucking core that he had these books. Like, this was my childhood.
Okay.
That sounds like I need to talk to Jan, my therapist, about this, but it's okay.
Okay.
Find a good one.
I am trying to. Okay. Should you eat? Do you want to know the place it's from? Is that vital? Okay. Dunkin' Donuts.
Okay.
A sesame seed bagel with plain cream cheese or a sugar raised donut and ice latte.
Sugar raised donut. Sugar
and
donut.
Ice latte.
Sugar raised donut and ice latte.
Yeah.
Bagels are more fattening than donuts. I knew that. Mm-hmm.
But they're good.
But they are good. And I ate one today.
Okay. Should you get... See, I feel like some of these are obvious.
Clearly not. You like lost 3 times.
I lost every single one. This one. Okay. Should you get from the Outback Steakhouse
okay.
the Outback Burger or the Victoria Filet? And I think it's like with the Victoria Filet is with baked potato and sour cream and grilled asparagus, and the burger is with fries and
the burger with fries.
Which one should you get?
The burger with fries.
The filet with baked potato and sour cream and grilled asparagus.
Okay.
The burger and fries is 1,200 calories, and the Victoria's filet with baked potato and asparagus is only 620.
Damn.
That's it in half.
See, isn't this a fun book?
Yeah.
It's just like interesting. Like I'm obviously gonna eat the bagel if I want the fucking bagel, but I just think it's like the things that you think are healthier, you know, like a salad. Sometimes the salads are
okay,
more
but
fattening.
Cheesecake Factory is like 17 portion sizes in one.
See, like they even go into like sides and
they
vending
have, like,
machines.
Sauces.
It's fucking cool.
Cookies.
It's a cool book. I can't believe that he has these here.
That was so funny.
That was like
That was really
amazing.
strange. I was actually really thrown off.
I love that actually so much. Okay, anyways, so that's where I got it from. So like I said, no thought is an original thought. Okay? So if you're trying to claim anything, no, you didn't. Everyone got it from somewhere. That's where I got it from. But yeah, I think Copygate is just, it is Copygate. It really is. And I get this question all the time from followers, like, how do you deal with copycats? People are copying me. Like, what do I do? Put your blinders on, focus on yourself. Again, be flattered. I know it is so hard to not let it ruffle your feathers. It can be so annoying, but there's a girl that I'm really good friends with now, and like we were beefing for a while because I thought she was copying me. She thought I was copying her. And honestly, when we got to know each other, we have the same brain. Like we're very similar. Like there's times where like I posted something and she'll text me and be like, literally, look what I sent my graphic designer like a month ago to work on. It's the exact same thing that you're doing. So a lot of time you just need to give people grace. Like we are in such a niche industry, and there's only so many things you can think of. There's only so many things you can say. So it's not not common to have the exact same idea as somebody and have never talked to them before or like seen their page. And if people think that in my busy schedule, I'm looking at people's pages that have 30 followers, I'm not trying to be mean, but like I'm not doing that.
I'm gonna be real with y'all. If Savanna doesn't follow you, she doesn't see your stuff.
And even if I do follow you, I probably don't watch your stories.
Yeah, and that's
I
the
watch
other
like
thing.
maybe 10 stories and I get bored. So if like you happen to be at the top of like the first 5 people, like I might watch it in between clients or like while I'm taking a shit. But other than that, I don't see your stuff. I'm busy focusing on myself, working on my business, being with my family, editing my own content, and staying in my own lane.
Like I don't think I've ever seen you scroll through Instagram. I don't think like that's actually like that I'm being 100% honest. I don't think I've ever seen Savanna just sit there and scroll on Instagram.
No, I'm always working on myself or like editing a video for myself or like reading the comments that people say to me and responding to that. If I scroll on anything, it's TikTok.
Yeah, that's
I will
true.
sit on TikTok.
Yeah,
I will. I'll be honest about that. TikTok's great. But it is hard. And I always want to talk about this topic because I feel like there's this pressure as estheticians to like get content out before someone else does it, because then you're like, oh my God, they're going to think I copied them. But like I had this idea and I'm so scared because I just want to get it out first so that like no one thinks I copied what they had to say. And I hear this all the time with people that I coach and do business calls with. And it is a lot of anxiety to be like, oh my God, I don't want like to have a bad name in the industry. I don't want people to think I'm a copycat. I don't want to, I'm so scared someone's going to have the same idea as me.
Like, that's how you felt recently with almost like the astrology chart, because like there were a lot of astrology things going on.
Yeah.
And like you had sent it to your graphic designer like 3 months ago, but like you weren't getting it exactly as
the
you
way
wanted it.
Because it took me so much. I literally worked on that in Italy to like perfect it. And but also too, like picking skincare products as zodiac signs, like that's such low hanging fruit. Like, I'm sorry, that's not original of me. That's not innovative. I've seen it done with freaking Paula's Choice products on Paula Choice's page. I've seen it done with, everything. I've seen beauty products. Even my graphic designer has made one of like beauty products as zodiac signs. Like it's low hanging fruit content, but it's fun. And I've always wanted to do it. And I love zodiac sign stuff. Yeah. And especially like since Maestro came out, and I call it Libra. If like a skincare product was a Libra, it would be Maestro because it creates balance. I was like, this is perfect.
Yeah.
So, and then that one person who probably listens to my podcast, I think she's my biggest fan.
Biggest fan / hater.
Yeah, she followed Tyler on, it's so weird. Okay, I'll tell you the story. I don't name names because I'm classy, but there's a girl who I've never met, never spoken to, who like, she arguably is my biggest fan because she's obsessed with everything I do and has copied every single photo shoot I've done and just my entire life, basically.
It's true.
Who apparently does not like me. That's the thing that always makes me laugh. It's like, if you hate me and you copy me, like pick one. Like there's so many girls that copy literally everything I do, but they're nice to me. So I love them and it doesn't bother me.
You're like, go girl.
I'm like, go off. I'm like, double spray slay. Yes, say it. Filter in a bottle. Go off. Yes, queen. Like get that Aerolase. Bring on Effie Cutis. Get Hydrinity. Like do everything I do. I don't care. Like I love you. Like you're slay.
Yeah.
So that doesn't bother me. It's honestly the girls that are nice to me that, do similar things as I do and like bring on the same stuff I do. Like I inspire them. They're inspired by me. And I hope that like the things that I've learned and the products and the knowledge that I have that I bring on, that I get good results from my clients, like they're doing the same thing because it's smart and obviously they're good products. And so they're inspired by me. And I love that. I love inspiring other estheticians. It's amazing. Like it makes me happy to see that. But when you're hating ass hoe, and you copy everything I do and you claim that you hate me, it's like, do you hate me or do you want to be me?
Yeah, because it's like why do you hate her? That's my question. Like if you're listening to
I didn't kill your cat and fuck your husband. I don't know why you hate me. I didn't do anything to you. I literally existed and you don't like me.
And it's like, how much can they hate you if like they bring on every device you get, they bring on every skincare line? Like obviously,
like I hate Savanna Boda, but I'm gonna do everything she does.
Yeah. So she has like Savanna heard through the grapevine that this girl is always talking about her. Yeah. And I
was like, who?
Who? Like looked her up, no page exists.
And I was like, oh, I guess she already has me blocked. And so then Tyler looked her up on his like little fake account and was like, it's this girl. And I was like, how does she hate me? She's like literally me.
Yeah. And then And so, like, you know,
anyways, months had passed.
Yeah, we ignored her. Like,
I was like,
don't
whatever.
even look at her. Like, you know, we just like, we're interested. Like, who is this girl that's talking shit? And then like saying that Savanna copies everything she does. Go. So we just,
I'm like, I don't know. How do I copy you when I don't know who you are and you copy me?
We took a peek.
I don't know who you are.
Months go by. I'm sitting there. I had just left Savannah's house. I was driving home, and then I got this notification that this person had followed my Instagram.
Weird.
And I was like, that is so strange. Like, how are you going to block Savanna? Like, first of all, like, if you don't see Savannah's stuff, how would you know who I am?
I think she looks at probably like her husband's or her like employees' accounts or something.
Yeah, or like has a fake account or something. But I don't know. But it's like, why? Like, girl, you thought you were slick. When I got that notification, I was like, because honestly, at first it didn't click in my head. I was like, okay, because I mean, a lot of y'all do follow me and I love that. But there was like something about this name, like when I saw it, I was like, why does that look so familiar? Like, did I meet this person when I was in New York at IACSC? Or like why is this like ringing a bell?
Yeah.
And I like clicked on it and I was like, it's that girl.
Yeah.
So like I screenshot it and sent it to Savannah and I was like, how does she hate you? And then she follows me
My
on
best
Instagram.
friend.
Yeah, like it's like, so strange.
And then she followed you on Threads.
She did follow me on Threads. That may have just been like a, you know, like, when you create Threads, you like follow all the people you're following already. Yeah. But like, girl, why are you following me in the first place if you don't like us? Like yeah, move it on.
Weird. It's just weird. But yeah, Instagram can be a very stressful place and like honestly, very toxic. And there's mean girls. And like at the end of the day, you know, stay in your lane. Obviously, don't copy people. If you're inspired by somebody, always say it. But also too, if you thought the same thing as somebody else, like don't feel like you have to freaking tag them because they also had the same idea. Like own it. Like you said it too. Like that was your own brain. Like that's fine. And I think everyone needs to just stop getting so caught up in the copying. I think there's a difference between like, you know, if it's a one-off thing, but there are some people that literally will copy every single thing you do in your business. And like, yes, I know that's frustrating. I've been there. I live that every day, but you're also inspiring them. I know it can be harder though too if it's like in your city and their competition and like they don't like you, because that's the comments and the questions I get the most is like, what do I do about somebody who, you know, lives in the same city as me, and every time I bring on a skincare line, like they bring it on the next week, and if I get a device, they bring it on the next week, and then you almost feel scared to like post and show stuff and market your business and show like the behind the scenes things you do because they're trying to rip every piece of your business off, you know, and copy and emulate that. So I get that. Like there's stuff that I didn't post for years because it was like kind of little SBA trade secrets, you know, like the scents that we diffuse in the spa. I didn't recently start sharing that until recently, you know, because I got a link from them and I was like, you know what, I'm not going to gatekeep this anymore. But I've been using those diffusers from Hotel Scents and freaking Aroma 360 since I lived in my parents' house. Yeah. Because she's like, your cats are stinky. It was when I got Nova and Nala and added 2 cats to the clan, and they were in my room all day, and I had 3 litter boxes. And my mom was like, your room smells like absolute shit. Yeah. So I was looking up for like diffusers that could go off when I was at work and stuff. And I got that, and I've had it forever, had it in the spa forever. But there's certain things that we want to keep close to us that we don't want to share because we don't want everyone to be doing what we're doing. But I've kind of gotten past that point.
Yeah, because then the second you started posting about that stuff, now every other, like a lot of people, also the ones who say they don't like you and stuff, are now posting hotel scents and like stuff like that. Like it's just like the second you, like, you have to be okay with it because the second you do something, someone's going to see it and want to emulate that.
Yeah, and do everything you do. And that's okay because that's a part of being an influencer. Like you can't have the followers, the growth, and the money without having the copying. It's just a part of it. Like if you're influential and you're putting yourself out there, like it's a double-edged sword. It's like you grow your page because you show so much and people are interested in that, but then you also lose a lot of exclusivity and a lot of things that are special to you because you're sharing that. So it is hard. And you lose a lot of yourself. And I felt that way too, where I've had times where I've broken down and like to my therapist and I feel like there's like nothing for my own anymore. Like, you know, there's nothing special for me anymore. Like I feel like I'm just a walking billboard and everyone's just like copying, not everybody, but there's like a bunch of people now that just do a lot of the stuff that I do. And it kind of makes you like lose a little bit of your identity and your sense of self, you know, because you just have to ground yourself and remember like, yes, okay, like I'm just influencing other people to do X, Y, and Z. And it's hard. Like, I mean, until you live it, it's hard to understand it, but there definitely have been times where I'm like, I just feel like there's nothing to me anymore. Like I give so much of myself to the internet that like what's left for just Savanna.
But the thing is, and I'm sure this is what your therapist said, because I'm a therapist, is that
I know I should not pay her and just pay you because they say the same shit.
No, I literally, because Savanna will tell me what happened first. Obviously, like if anything happens, I'm the first call.
Yeah.
And then she'll have to talk to her therapist about it like 4 days later.
And he's like, what
and
did
I'm
she
like,
say?
What'd she say? Then she tells me what she said. I'm like, damn, that sounds familiar. But the thing is yes, you don't feel like you're you, like, but the thing is, it's authentically you. All these things are you.
Yeah.
And these people can't say the same.
Yeah.
Because it's like you are the one who comes up with these things. You're passionate about these things. It comes from your brain. It's who you are as an individual. But these people are just trying to make it who they are.
Yeah.
And I mean, maybe some of them like it and enjoy it and stuff like that. I'm not saying it's not who they are, but
no, and it's fine when there's like things that like people like, oh, like I'm going to take like this little bit from Savanna and like this little bit. But I think it's hard when it's like everything, because I've had, we both know there's like at least 6 girls that we know, not personally, but like we know, I've shown you from Instagram where it's like every single thing down to like my spa and like the way I dress and like the jewelry I wear and like the fragrances I wear and like.
Yeah, and it's not like let me tell you guys, first of all, we are not searching these people out. Savannah's DMs get blown up with messages of who these, and 99% of the time they'll like send a post or something like that, and we can't even see it, and so they have to like.
I'm like, I think I'm blocked. I don't know who that is.
Yeah, and they're like, then they send the Instagram handle, and then we have to look it up on my phone.
Yeah. So yeah. But PSA, I don't spend my time looking for people that copy me. Yeah. My followers are investigators, and they ride so fucking hard for me, and I don't want to see it. Like. It gets annoying when people send me that stuff like so-and-so copied you, so-and-so copied you. And I've told my followers, I'm like, I don't want to see that. Like, it's just.
You're like, thank you, but no thank you.
Yeah. Like, I appreciate that, like, you're sending it out of the goodness of your heart, but like, I don't want to know. It's like out of sight, out of mind.
Energy
no.
Anymore.
And like, obviously it's going to happen. Like, I know it happens. I just don't want to like look at it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But the moral of the story is there's quote unquote a lot of competition in this industry, but as long as you stay in your own lane
and do your own thing,
you will thrive.
I've met so many. I met the cutest girls when I was in Vegas. And I love them. Mm-hmm. And they're so authentically themselves.
Yep.
They carry different skincare lines than I carry. They just do their own freaking thing.
And they're happy.
And they're growing their page so fast.
Yep.
And they're really new out of esthetician school. And I'm like, they just remind me of me. Yeah. But like in a way of like their own selves, like not doing what Savanna did, but of course, like the graphics and little things, like that's industry standard now. That's something I, pioneered and kind of sucks. I hate doing it, but it's industry standard, whatever. So like that is like so far down the pipeline, but they're just so themselves. Like she's like funky and groovy and just like really loud and colorful. And like, it's just amazing. You can just tell that she is so authentically herself and she's building her business on being her. And I think those are the girls that do the best in any profession and any business. It's just when you don't have to fake it and you don't have to wait for someone to make the next move to make yours, because you are just living so truly through yourself. And that's where you find complete happiness. And I do think like, yes, people are so smart to take my marketing tactics. Obviously the skincare lines I carry are great because I get results and like, we all learn stuff from somebody, but it's different when like you take on every term and thing that someone says and decorate your business the same way and dress the same way.
Take
and
the exact color scheme of
your brand and like your website. I mean, I've seen
your motto, ethical and results driven aesthetics. Like if I haven't seen that 40 times on everyone's bio, I'm like, oh, okay, let's be so real right now. Like I love you girlies, but come on, like you can come up with a different slogan than the exact same one for you. Like,
yeah. And it's hard. And recently I've seen like people like my website verbiage,
Yeah.
And I've talked to a lot of estheticians. There's this one sweet girl. I always get Utah and Arizona like very mixed up with the esthetician community because they're so close together and I just can't remember. She's in one of those. Wait, no. Maybe she's in Florida.
That is not right next to each other.
I don't know. Maybe she's in Florida. But she was DMing me the other day about how like these girls just like literally copy and pasted all of her service descriptions that she spent hours on and just like talking to me about like how hard that is, when people take steps. But honestly, like at the end of the day, you have to remember they aren't you and try to be flattered. As hard as it freaking is, guys, take a shot of tequila, take a hit of weed, take a little razapam. I don't know.
Do what you got to do.
Do what you got to do. Eat a tub of ice cream if you don't smoke or drink. Just out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah.
Woosah. And try your best to gaslight yourself into being flattered. And one day you will be.
Well, and the other thing that over the years I've had to tell Savanna is like, it's a very apparent in the esthetician community that goes on, and like the copying or whatever, blah, 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 blah. But from a consumer standpoint, nobody knows. For the people that you're trying to market to, for your target demographic that you are earning your money from, they don't know. And that's what really matters. At the end of the day, like, yes, you want to grow on social media and blah, 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 blah. But at the end of the day, it's not affecting your income when these people are copying you. Like, I mean, if it's someone who's in Utah and you're in Florida, like, if someone's copying you, yes, it's annoying. Yes, estheticians in the community know. But like the people you're trying to advertise to, generally, it's not going to affect anything.
They're not going to see it. They're not going to know about it. And it just makes you look bad to draw attention to it and speak on it. Period. And you're just going to bring up something that everyone's like, what the fuck is she talking about? Like, they don't know. It's such a niche community. And also, too, like, at the end of the day, we're getting our information out to our followers, to our clients. Like, it's not competition between estheticians. And, like, that's the thing I don't like is, like, people trying to be competitive on social media. It's like, who cares? You know, like, we're all here to support one another. Like, stop trying to make this, like, a competition. It's not.
Yeah.
It's just Instagram. Exactly. And, like, we're trying to educate our followers and gain a following, but we don't have to tear each other down along the way.
Exactly. But
we're stronger together as a community, and like, this is our support system, so we need to be nice to each other. And like, you know, like I said, I think it's changing your mindset of being like, oh my God, I hate this person, like she copied me or said something similar, and maybe having grace and saying, well, maybe we had the same idea. This analogy is used very commonly in the industry. Like, injectors use the grape versus raisin analogy since before I even was born. You know, like, it's low-hanging fruit, literally. Yeah. It's literally, the grape thing is low-hanging fruit. It's not original. I didn't come up with it. Injectors have been using it forever. I mean, God, there's posts on Pinterest from like 2007 being like, your skin before and after hyaluronic acid, raisin to grape. Like, there's just so many skincare terms and things like that that are just industry standard and industry knowledge. And like, yeah, when you make something super specific, for sure, like, you can totally trademark that, whatever, but everything is not original idea. There's no original thoughts, okay? Like, there's not. The only thing I would say was reapply to diet, because I was the very first person to ever say that. But now, you know, it's hard to not get upset when you see it everywhere. But again, like, it is what it is.
Yep.
It is what it is. Yeah. And it's not that big of a deal at the end of the freaking day. I'm glad that I inspired someone, and it makes me happy when I see someone else say it, you know? I'm like, oh my God.
As long as you're not making merchandise.
Yeah, as long as you're not making merchandise on it, you're good.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I appreciate when people do tag me on that.
Yeah. I mean, it's
nice.
Yeah, as long as, because it's a very Savanna Boda quote. But as long as you're not making t-shirts and hats and stuff like that.
Yeah, you won't get a cease and desist, don't worry.
You won't get a cease and desist. So that's funny.
I mean, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you're not going to go, I don't
attack people.
Yeah, no, absolutely
I don't care.
Not. No.
Bigger fish to fry, bigger things to worry about at the end of the day. And like, this whole this whole social media stuff you can get so wrapped up in it, so worried about it, so catty and jealous and weird. And it's just like, it's not good for your mental health, babes. Like, no. It's not good. Go touch grass. Like, that's...
I was going to say that earlier.
Like, go touch grass. I mean, it's just so easy. And I understand it because it's so easy to get sucked into this
And you were
world.
there.
I was there. I lived it. Like, that was like... literally, I lived inside my phone. Like, Instagram was my entire life. That's all I had. Like, I was obsessed with everything. Who's copying who's doing what. And like, my mental health was at its absolute worst.
True.
It was terrible. And, you know, you have to get to that point where it's like, yeah, to grow and be the best and be one of the biggest in the industry, like, you're gonna get copied. And if you're not getting copied, you're not doing something right.
Yep.
So be flattered. And like, the one thing, if I can drill anything into your head, you guys, is give people grace. Don't be a fucking mean girl, okay? There are times for sure when people definitely ripped you off and copied you, but there are also times where you guys had the same freaking idea. I've seen it happen so many times, and it just makes an ass out of you. And that's my favorite quote is, don't assume it makes an ass out of you.
And me.
It does? Me too?
Ass, you, me. That's how you spell assume.
Oh, ass out of you and me, yeah.
Yeah.
So don't assume. Don't assume. give people grace, be nice, and be flattered. I think that's it.
I think that's good advice for today. Still didn't get to the skincare.
Fuck. Next week, guys, I promise.
Here we go. I knew it was going to happen. I said it at the beginning of this podcast.
It's because you jinxed it. If you didn't say that, we would have done it.
Well, no, but I'm glad we didn't because this was a good topic.
Yeah, should we call it, what should we title this? Copygate?
I think, or Copygate, I was going to say copying and competition and like quotes, like competition, because no one's really competition.
No, I only compete against myself. I'm trying to be better than I was the day before. I'm trying to be better than I was a year ago. And honestly, my motivation is making little Savanna Boda proud. My little 7-year-old self. I just see her with her big brown eyes, full of dreams, and not a sea turtle stuffed animal.
She doesn't have one of those. Don't worry.
I'm going to get one of those. Maybe that's what you should get me for my birthday.
Okay. That's easy.
Yeah. Heal my childhood trauma for me. But yeah, that's it, guys. We love you. Have a good day. And just remember, jealousy is a disease. XOXO. I hope you get better.
Love you guys. Have a great rest of your week.
Bye.